Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, as promised in my Discord server, I said I would film a video today. Um, so, here I am. This video is going to be a little more personalized, as you can tell from the title. I'm going to be talking about... I wanted to review horror movies, because I have a huge collection of VHS tapes of old, classic horror movies, and just other movies in general. So I wanted to use this channel as well to review certain movies that I really like, maybe get you guys into them as well. But as you can tell from the dark here and the flicker of the candle that I have, we're talking about a spooky movie today. And as you can already tell by the title, it's Friday the 13th. The reason I wanted to start with Friday the 13th is because it is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. The whole series, there's only like one stinker in the whole series. There's only one that I don't like. And luckily we're not talking about that one today, because I only have 1 through 8 on VHS. So number 9 is the stinker. I don't like part 9. Part 9 just sucked. But I like part 10 because they shot him into space. It's the dumbest concept and I love it. But I have parts 1 through 8 on VHS. So we're going to be talking about parts 1 through 8 because it makes more sense, because then I can pull out the VHS that I have over on my right, and I can show you guys. So, obviously spoiler warning for the movies, because I'm going to go over the concept of them, the storyline, the focus, all that shit. And then I also wanted to show you guys my favorite kill from each of the movies, because each movie has really cool, interesting kills. And I want to show some of those that I really like. So, without further ado, let's get into Friday the 13th Part 1. So, let me pull out the tape for you here. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. I mean, isn't that just beautiful? Don't you guys miss this era when you had like cool stylized boxes like this? Because I miss it. I grew up with this. Not this movie. I'm not that fucking old. But I did grow up with VHS tapes, and I mean, like, look at that beauty right there. That's beautiful. Of course, I haven't rewound the tape. I know Blockbuster would be pissed off at me, but I forgot to rewind the tape. But Friday the 13th Part 1 follows the storyline of a group of camp counselors that go to the camp. Of course, as always, Camp Crystal Lake, and a ton of murders start happening, and so they have to try and figure out, oh, who's the killer, who's killing everybody here, what's happening. And then, of course, once you get to the end, you realize this is the odd one out of all of the other movies, because Jason Voorhees isn't the killer. It's actually Jason's mom. If you guys have ever watched Scream, you remember the question that Ghostface asks her, like right towards the beginning, is, who was the killer in Friday the 13th? And she said Jason Voorhees, and he was like, wrong! It's actually Jason's mom. Because it is. In part 1, it's Jason's mom that is the killer. Not Jason Voorhees. He doesn't show up until, like, the very, very end, like, the literal last scene. And then Jason Voorhees comes out of the lake. It's the little kid version of him. He jumps out of the lake and grapples her and pulls her into the water. And then they say that they never found a body in the lake, though. It's a really cool movie. Part 1 was, I think it's a different director. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. It's a different director that did Part 1, and then a different director that did all the other movies of the Friday the 13th series. So that's why this one focuses on Jason's mom as the killer, and then has a little kid Jason. But then you watch every other Friday the 13th, and you're like, why the fuck is Jason Voorhees grown up, and now it's Jason Voorhees that's the killer? That's why, a different director. And I'm pretty sure the director for this movie is making the newer Friday the 13th movies that are coming out, because soon here we're getting the Jason universe, is what they call it. I'm not excited for it. I think it's gonna suck, personally. It might be okay, but I don't see how it's gonna fucking work. Because I hate whenever they add that term to everything. Universe. It's the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The DC Universe. Because then once you get into the saying of a universe, it kind of starts to suck dick. I'm not going to lie. you know, you start doing too much with that shit. Like, what are they gonna do? The multiverse of fucking Jason Voorhees? Come on, just stick with what the fucking Jason movies are. Part 2 through fucking, well, part 2 through 10 are pretty good. There's only been one stinker that I didn't like I said, and that's fucking part 9. But all the other ones are great. Great in quotation marks. They're not really good movies, but they're fun to watch. It's like corny 80s, 90s horror. It's fucking perfect. But this one wasn't bad. Part 1 isn't bad, but I wouldn't say it's the best. We'll get to my favorite later on, obviously. Mine's one of the more later ones. But part 1's not bad. Not by any means. This is definitely up there as one of the best. Maybe I'll make a tier list and put it at the end. I'll make a tier list and I'll put it at the end of the video of my ranking of the part 1 through 8 of the Friday the 13th movies. But this one's good. It's not bad by any means. It's just not my favorite. So without further ado, let's show a little clip of one of my favorite kills from this movie, which is actually the end kill. So spoiler warning, if you haven't seen the movie, Jason's mom dies, a movie from the 80s and 90s. If you haven't fucking seen it, what are you doing? Just watch the movies. Maybe we'll watch them in my Discord channel or my Discord server at some point. Which, by the way, speaking of the Discord server, if you're not part of the Discord server and you want to become part of the Discord server, you can add me on Discord at PotatoMan988. I'll get you an invite over there. We're still keeping it a little tight right now. Eventually, I'll open it up, but right now, if you want an invite, just let me know. You can add me on Discord. I don't care. It's PotatoMan988. Go ahead and add me. I'll get you an invite. I don't care. Without further ado, let's show that kill, shall we? I love the shitty visual effects when her head gets cut off and the blood squirting and she's squeezing her fist to the air and shit. It's so good. It's so peak. It's peak. It's so good. Copyright for that clip obviously goes to Friday the 13th Part 1. Shout out Movie Clips I got that off YouTube from Movie Clips, so thank you to Movie Clips. But without further ado, let's go on to Friday the 13th Part 2. This one is good. This is, obviously, they got a new director for Part 2. And this is the movie where Jason Voorhees finally shows up. He's finally the killer. Same fucking premise, they say, don't go back to the camp. They go back to the camp. They go back to Camp Crystal Lake because, it's the murder camp. Let's go check it out. They go to the camp. They go there thinking everything's going to be alright. Jason Voorhees shows up, starts fucking killing people. But it's not just regular Jason Voorhees. It's regular Jason Voorhees, but it's not the one you guys think of. Because you guys think of Jason Voorhees, you think of the mask and shit. Yeah, well he doesn't have that in this one. You see that? He's got a little potato sack. Isn't that crazy? He's got a potato sack. It's me, Potato. But it's cool. It takes place 5 years after the first movie. I'm just reading the back. It's been a while since I've seen this one. It's not bad. It's just, again, not my favorite. I did actually, I like Part 2 more than Part 1, but that's not really saying much. So let me just read the back here. Just when you thought it was safe to go back to camp, here's even more heart-pounding terror. 5 years after the horrible bloodbath at Camp Crystal Lake, all that remains is the legend of Jason Voorhees and his demented mother, who had murdered 7 camp counselors. At a nearby summer camp, the new counselors are unconcerned about the warnings to stay away from the infamous site. Carefree, the young people roam to the area, not sensing the ominous lurking presence. One by one they are attacked and brutally slaughtered. Suspense and screams abound in this compelling chiller. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad movie, but it's just there's not enough substance to this one, in my opinion. It's definitely, obviously, you got to start somewhere. So you have to watch 2. You don't have to watch part 1 because part 1 really does it's like the different one of the series. You should watch part 2. Just like I think you should watch part 3, which we'll get to later on. Part 3 is where he gets the mask, but part 2 is good because it showcases who Jason is, why he's doing what he does, which is he's being compelled by his mother to kill everybody. So I think it's a very good movie. It's solid. It's very, very solid. It's just still not the best. But I'll show you one of my favorite kills from the movie. So let's roll that clip of my favorite kill from the movie. That is such a good kill in the movie. Like the suspense built up in that scene was so good. If you watch it, it's a very well drawn out scene because it's a deputy and he's chasing movement through the woods. He's like, oh, I got to investigate what the fuck, who's running through these woods. Shows up, finds this weird meth shack looking place, and he goes in there, and it's such a quiet, suspenseful scene. And you see like little bits of movement, like the board falling and shit. And it's very suspenseful because you know what's gonna happen. You know he's gonna die, but it's drawn out. It's so good. Anyway, that's part 2. On to part 3. Part 3 is fucking phenomenal. I love part 3. This is one of my favorites. Part 3 follows, like, this is the very important one when he gets his fucking mask, so he gets like the known look. Part 3 follows a group of people who go to a house, like a little vacation home near Camp Crystal Lake. They're unaware of anything that's happened. They go there, and they're aware of what happened. They're unaware of the lurking terror that is still in Camp Crystal Lake. They think Jason's dead or whatever. They think that it's in the past. It's fine. Which is basically what they say in every movie. It's like, oh, it happened in the past. It can't happen again. And then it happens again. And they keep going back to the fucking camp anyway. But anyway, they go to the vacation home. Same shit as always. Jason Voorhees starts killing people. It's good because, again, like I said, you get to see him get the mask. There's a lot of good kills in this one. I'll go ahead and read the back for you here because why not? An idyllic summer turns into a nightmare of unspeakable terror for yet another group of naive counselors, ignoring Camp Crystal Lake's bloody legacy. One by one, they fall victim to the maniacal Jason who stalks them at every turn. Basic premise. Basic shit. It's really good, though. It's fantastic. Anyway, like I said, he gets the mask, so you get to see him actually killing people with the mask, which is great. Because that's the stereotypical Jason look. So, let's go ahead and show my favorite kill from part 3.
I got it. Who are you? What are you doing? Hey, now cut that out right now. That's not funny.
I absolutely love that kill specifically from that movie because she's got like 5 fucking business days to realize, oh shit, he's pointing a spear gun at me. I should probably get the fuck out of here. But in true 80s like horror fashion, she just goes, "What are you doing? Stop. Don't do that." Like it's so shitty. It's so fucking stupid and it's so good. It's so fucking stupid. It's so good. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect, just the way it is. Absolutely fucking love that kill. So, now then, we're moving on to one of my favorites. I actually saw this in theaters recently, because they re-released it, so they brought it back to theaters. This is Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I know what you're thinking. Why the fuck did they call it the final chapter? It's not the final movie. They thought it was going to be the last movie, but in true movie director fashion, they went, oh, we can still make more money off of this title, so we'll keep going. I'm glad they did. I'm so glad they did, because I fucking love all of the movies that come after 4, especially. But 4 was good. I absolutely loved 4. Seeing it in theaters was cool, too, because it's basically like he's on the run. Jason Voorhees on the run. He's just he wakes up in the hospital after part 3, after he dies in part 3. He wakes up and he's going back. You know, he's got to go back to the grounds he's familiar with, and he's just wiping the floor with people, absolutely fucking massacring people along the way. And it's so good. The kills in part 4 are some of the best kills, especially when you see them on screen, like the big screen. The ending is really fucking cheesy for part 4. It's so fucking cheesy, but it's good. It's not a bad ending. It's just really cheesy for what you'd expect for like the 80s. But it's like I said, I'll read the back for you here. The body count continues in this vivid thriller, the 4th and final story in the widely successful Friday the 13th series. Jason, Crystal Lake's least popular citizen, returns to wreak further havoc in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. After his revival in a hospital morgue, the hockey-masked murderer fixes his vengeful attention on the Jarvis family and a group of hitherto carefree teenagers. Young Tommy Jarvis is an aficionado of horror films with a special talent for masks and makeup. Has the diabolical Jason finally met his match? And then here's the back. That's Tommy right there. Remember Tommy because he comes up in later movies. But yeah, he's like a little mask making kid, and he you know Jason's targeting his family, and so I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but I'll just go ahead and say it has to do with his makeup abilities. It's so fucking cheesy. It's the most cheesy shit. It's so good. Please watch this movie. Watch this one. It's so good. And I want to show you one of my favorite kills from this movie, so let's roll that clip. I love that kill. Seeing it in the movie theater is so fucking funny because it's less pixelated, obviously, in the theater. When you're just getting a YouTube video like that, it's a little pixelated. But when you see it on the big screen in full detail, and it's still dark as shit, it's supposed to be this super emotional scene where he's like trying to go into the basement because he wants to save her and shit. But he knows Jason is down there, and yet he still runs back down into the fucking basement. For some fucking reason, runs back into the basement. Oh, I need the knife. I need the knife. I need the knife. He runs down into the basement knowing Jason's down there. And as he's getting stabbed by Jason, he's going, he's killing me. He's killing me. He's killing me. It's so fucking stupid. It's so bad. It's so good. It's so bad and it's so good. Why can't they make movies like this again? It's so shitty in the best way. Who's getting stabbed and goes, he's killing me. He's killing me. Like, it's so ass. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so good. That one is one of my favorites. That's up there. That is absolutely up there. As a kill and as a movie, that like the movie is up there. That kill is literally like it's S tier kill, one of the best. It's so good. Not to drag on any further, so let's get on to part 5, A New Beginning. You know, again, they didn't think they were gonna get this far. They thought they'd end at 4, and then they said, "Fuck it, we can still make money from this IP, so let's keep going." Part 5 is meh. It's not bad. It's just not good. It's not very memorable. Basically, Tommy is in an insane asylum for the shit that he went through with Jason. His mind is terrorized with Jason Voorhees and shit. Yeah, Tommy, like I said, from part 4, the mask making kid. So it's mostly him in the insane asylum. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not good. I mean, it's just there's some memorable scenes in it, and then there's not. It's like the best ones come after this, honestly. It's definitely worthy of a watch, but this is one of the ones that you just watch once and that's it. So I'll go ahead and read the back for you. Jason is back, hockey mask and all, and he's up to his old maniacal tricks in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. This time, he seems to have set his sights on the young patients at a secluded halfway house, and more than a few of his teen targets end up in half in quarters. Wait. And more than a few of his teen targets end up in half in quarters. You name it. Jason does it. The wording is so ass here. But that tracks. It's the 80s. This is the 5th scary installment in the Friday the 13th saga. If you liked the first 4 and think you're up for getting back on Jason's bloody trail, you'll love Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Again, it's nothing crazy. So here's the back. You see his mask looks a little different here. He's got like the blue, and on the front it's got a different mask too. This one again, it's not bad. It's not anything crazy. I don't even feel like showing a kill from 5 because there's not even really any memorable kills. I mean, some of them are cool. Most of the time though, it's just like, the movie's just. It's okay. I really think, again, it's worthy of one watch. That's it. If you're trying to watch the whole series, you gotta watch 5. But you're gonna say the same thing. You're gonna be like, it's okay. That's alright. But maybe some point in my Discord server we'll do a little watch along of all the movies. And again, when we get to 5, I'm sure everybody's gonna be like, okay, it's alright, I guess. So I'm not even going to really show a kill from that one, because I just don't really feel like it, because Part 5, I just, there's no memorable kills. But, there's another reason I don't really feel like showing a kill, and that's because I want to move on to my the next movie, which is my favorite one, Part 6. This one is the best fucking movie in existence. I love Friday the 13th Part 6. Best horror movie. It's one of the best. It's so fucking good. Part 6 follows Tommy after he gets out of the insane asylum, after dealing with Jason a bit more and shit. He goes back to the town, you know, the main hometown. He falls in love with this chick. It's such a beautiful little love story. But he goes to after he gets out of the nut house, he goes to Jason's grave with one of his friends from the nut house. He goes to Jason's grave because he wants to confirm that Jason Voorhees is dead. How does he confirm Jason Voorhees is dead? Oh, of course. It's thundering and raining outside. We'll just dig up his dead body, open up the coffin, and I'm going to poke him with a metal stick. Well, it's thundering outside. Well, there's lightning going on. I'm going to stab him with a metal stick. So Dr. Frankenstein shit happens, and a lightning bolt strikes the metal pole that he's stabbing into Jason Voorhees' dead body. If he didn't do that, Jason would have been dead forever. Maybe not forever, because it's Friday the 13th, so they would have fucking found a way to bring him back anyway. The lightning bolt strikes the fucking metal pole. He comes back to life, and And now it's basically Tommy trying to convince everybody that he's not batshit insane and that he is actually saying Jason. Because everybody remembers Tommy. They're like, oh, crazy Tommy. The one who's always talking about Jason Voorhees. Oh, he's talking about Jason Voorhees again. He must just be fucking insane. There's no way Jason's actually alive again for the 6th fucking time killing people. And, you know, of course, 5th time, I guess. And killing people. And, yeah, no, of course, you know, everybody thinks he's batshit insane until the end, and then they realize, oh, he was actually right all along, and Jason was actually alive and killing people. Well, damn, that's crazy. I'll go ahead and read the back for you. Basically, I gave the best synopsis you'll get, but and then after that, I love most of the kills in this movie. Like, all of the kills are good in this movie. If you want to watch a Friday the 13th, you don't even need to watch the first 5 or the ones after this. Watch 6. So good. It's so good. I think this is the one that has there's a song by Alice Cooper. I think it's in this one. He's Back. I'm pretty sure it's this movie that has that. It's such a good song. Give that song a listen. I'll see if I can post it in the Discord. It's such a good song. I love Alice Cooper. And I love that he did a song for Friday the 13th. But without further ado, let's get to my favorite kill from my favorite Friday the 13th movie. I love this movie. I love this kill. Here it comes. I also just realized that I forgot to read the fucking back of the VHS tape. Like I said, I was going to read the back of it. I'll read the back of it now. My fault. My apologies. I'm cutting this in. But, alright. As a child, Tommy Jarvis did what many others died trying to do. He killed Jason Voorhees, the mass murderer who terrorized the residents of Crystal Lake. But now, years later, Tommy is tormented by the fear that maybe Jason isn't really dead. So Tommy and a friend go to the cemetery to dig up Jason's grave. Unfortunately for Tommy, and very unfortunately for his friend, instead of finding a rotting corpse, they discover a well-rested Jason who comes back from the dead for another bloody rampage in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives. There we go. My fault for forgetting to read the back. I give a pretty good rundown, though, myself. But, anyway, on to the kill.
Alright. Get out of the road. Now.
Darren, get back in here right now. He'll kill you.
And if I get him first.
That is one of my favorite kills in the whole series. I absolutely love that kill because, like, the dude had no reason to try and do that. He steps out of the car holding a little ass .22 revolver, thinking that's gonna do some shit against the 7-foot fucking beast of a man with a giant fucking spear. You really think a little ass .22 is gonna do anything? It's like, that's like a coughing baby versus a nuclear bomb. Like, the fuck? Yeah, you know what my ass would have done if I was pulling up in my fucking car with my wife and I see 7-foot tall Jason Voorhees holding a spear? I'm gonna be like, shit, I guess we're throwing this shit in reverse, baby. We getting the fuck out of here. Like, I don't care that we got a flat tire. We're getting the fuck out. Like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start apologizing to you. I'm gonna roll down the window and be like, my fault, dog. My fault, big dog. You want the car keys? You want the car? Here you go. Here's the car keys. I don't want any trouble, man. I'm gonna go this way. I don't want to fuck with you. Like, you have to be the most retarded, brain dead incel to step out of a car with a .22 caliber revolver, thinking it's gonna stop the hunk of a man, this absolute fucking behemoth, 7-foot tall, Jason Voorhees, who you've probably already heard the stories. You know, if you're driving around that area, around like Crystal Lake area, you're probably gonna have heard of the tale of Jason Voorhees, the mask-wearing murderer. And you see a dude who fits the description, and you still think, ah, yes, I can take that. I can do that. I can kill him. I think I can kill him. Let me whip out my 22. You can kill a squirrel with a 22. That's about fucking it. You can't even... I'm pretty sure a regular human can take a 22 most of the time, as long as it's not to the head. You shoot a regular human with a 22 in, like, the fucking, like, little chest area, maybe not over the heart. You shoot him, like, here, like, on the shoulders and shit. He's probably gonna be like, damn, that hurt. And he's gonna just fucking wreck your shit, probably. A little ass 22 ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta hit a really good shot to kill somebody with a 22. I'm talking a lot about that fucking... sorry, that's one of my favorite movies. I love Part 6. But, not to downplay the next one, though, because this is my second favorite from the series, and that is Part 7. Part 7 is really weird, because, again, it's like kind of like Part 1. It's another outlier. Not really like Part 1, because it's still Jason Voorhees as the killer, but it's definitely different, because Part 7 follows the main character, Tina. Tina's family has history with Crystal Lake. Her father died in the lake. And so Tina goes back as a grown-up woman to the lake, and she has these psychic abilities where she can, or like telekinesis abilities, like she's able to like control shit with her mind, and she thinks that she can like lift her dad out of the lake or some shit like that. And then, of course, because it's in Crystal Lake, guess who's chained at the bottom? Jason Voorhees is chained at the bottom. So when she's trying to, do telekinesis on the lake, she ends up lifting Jason Voorhees out of the fucking lake. And great, you just set the fucking most famous serial killer out on your ass. Now he wants the smoke. This one has the coolest design for Jason Voorhees. You'll see in the kill clip kind of what he looks like. It is the coolest look design-wise for Jason Voorhees, because he's got like a ripped up face and mask and shit, and his chest is exposed. You get all the chest bone and shit exposed, and his back, you can see his fucking spine is exposed. He looks fucking awesome in this one. Like, I love Part 6 because the storyline and all that, and the kills are really good, but Part 7 has the coolest design for Jason. I really don't want to say what I'm about to say, but if you're going to watch any of the movies, it should be Parts 6 or 7. Now, nobody fucking clip that. Nobody fucking clip that, okay? I don't want to hear any of these fucking jokes anymore. No more of that shit. Anyway, Part 7 is really good. You should watch this one, or Part 6. They're both really good. But let me read the back for you. Ever since homicidal maniac Jason Voorhees got trapped in chains at the bottom of Crystal Lake, the nearby summer camp has operated without a hitch, without a murder. But one of this season's happiest campers has brought along a deadly secret. Tina Shepard can see the future and levitate objects. Her doctor knows just how dangerous telekinesis can be, but he's out to exploit her, not help her. And now it's too late. Tina has accidentally unchained Jason from his watery grave, and the bloodbath is underway. Tina's special powers are her only hope for survival. But what chance does a teenage girl have against an axe-wielding maniac? Yeah, that's some real shit. But it's a really good movie. Again, it's different because it's like, when the fuck did telekinesis show up in this movie or this series? But they did it really well. Unlike Halloween, which eventually we'll get onto like the Halloween movies, because that's another one of the series that I like. But Halloween did something similar where they tried to like interject like psychic mind abilities into the movie, and it sucked dick. It was so fucking balls. Most of the Halloween movies suck dick. I know we're talking about Friday the 13th right now, and we'll get to the kill for Part 7. Oh, which actually I think I forgot to show the back though. But there's the back. Pretty cool. There's the front a little better for you. But Halloween, most of the series sucks dick. And obviously, like I said, we'll get to those eventually. But let me just say right now, in a little tangent, Halloween fucking sucks, man. I like Halloween 1. Halloween 2 is okay. It's really not the greatest. Halloween 3 has that, like, it has that hysterical shit factor where it's so bad that you can't help but watch it. The movie was so fucking bad because they tried to interject, like, ooh, TV mind control using the mask. And Michael Myers controls people through the TV screen, or the evil corporation controls them. It's the dumbest concept. And it's such a bad movie, but I can't help but watch it. Everything else, mostly after that, sucks fucking dick. Until you get to, like, the newer one, which was, I think it was, like, 2018, when it was, like, the 40-year continuation of Halloween. That one was good. And then everything after that sucked. Like Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends, whatever the fucking last two were in the fucking genre of the series. Those ones sucked dick. Fuck those movies. They should have ended it in the 2018 Halloween movie where he dies in the bottom of the house from Jamie Lee Curtis's character setting him on fire. Literally would have been the perfect fucking ending to the series. Been like, she finally gets back at Michael Myers for everything that he's done. And kills him in the bottom of the house. But no, they had to fucking continue on with these shit-ass movies. They should have learned their fucking lesson. Because it sucked. The last two movies they made were so fucking balls. You don't even want to watch them. If you haven't seen them, don't fucking watch them. Watch the first Halloween movie, maybe the second if you're feeling frisky, and then watch the 2018 one. There you go. That's enough Halloween for you. Anyway, back to Friday the 13th. Part 7, here's my favorite kill. I fucking love this kill. It's one of the best kills in the whole series. Roll the clip. That is genuinely one of the best kills in the whole fucking series of Friday the 13th. Because he rips open the fucking tent. And then reaches in, grabs her in the fucking sleeping bag as she's screaming. And just... PAH! Right against a tree. It's so cool. It's such a fucked up kill. And it's so cool. Because, like, you don't see horror movies do that kind of shit. It's always, like, stab or an axe slash or some shit like that. Nah, Jason Voorhees coming in with the fucking rip you in the sleeping bag and bash your ass against a tree. Cool kill. I've never seen a kill like that before. That's a new one. It's very good. It's very nice. I like that. Now then, on to one of the more shitty ones from Friday the 13th that I own. I don't own Part 9. Part 9's the worst one. Part 8 is still a bit of a stinker. It's not very good. Basically, sorry, I got a kernel stuck in my teeth. I'm eating popcorn. Because you can't talk about movies without having popcorn. Basically, a boat comes through, right? Jason ends up on the boat. The boat is heading towards Manhattan. Because, I mean, as you can see, Jason takes Manhattan. So he ends up on the boat. He pulls himself up out of the water and into the fucking boat. And so he's on the boat. He's killing people in the boat. And then he ends up in Manhattan. But if I remember correctly from the movie, correct me if I'm wrong about this, I'm pretty sure he killed everybody that was on the boat before it reached Manhattan. Which would mean that he somehow also piloted the boat to Manhattan. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I've only seen this movie like once. Because it's a bit of a shitter. You have to watch it if you're going to watch all the Friday the 13th movies. It's not good. It's definitely a lower tier one. Some of the kills are cool. Some of the kills are great in this one. But overall, it's a stinker. But he ends up in Manhattan. And so basically it's just like Jason Voorhees killing people in a different city as opposed to being in Crystal Lake killing people. It's a weird concept. And it could have worked if they had done it in a cooler fashion. You know, just having him kind of show up on a boat is weird. You know, he crawls onto a boat and sails to fucking Manhattan. Like, isn't he supposed to be afraid of the water? Wouldn't he not want to go on a boat? You know, just saying. I feel like he'd probably be like, boats travel on water. I don't like water. If it would have made sense if he like pulled himself out of the water using the boat. Like, it cuts his chains. He gets out of the fucking water. And then he immediately just starts killing in Crystal Lake again. Or he's like, fuck this. I'm getting away from Crystal Lake because that's water. I don't like it. And then he like walks away and it's him like killing on a straight path to another city. That would have made sense. That would have been cool. Shit like that. But instead it's like, oh, he travels by boat to Manhattan. And then it's him killing in Manhattan. Again, it's a really weird concept, but some of the kills are cool. There is one in specific that I really like, which I will show you, obviously. I have the kill in mind for the one that I want to show you guys. It's a funny one. It's a funny kill. But let me read the back for you for this one. The Big Apple's in big trouble as indestructible psycho fiend Jason Voorhees hits the road to New York City and paints the town red. After a shocking return from beyond the grave, the diabolical Jason ships out aboard a teen-filled love boat bound for New York, which he soon transforms into the ultimate voyage of the damned. Then, one of his terrified victims escapes into the nightmarish maze of Manhattan's subways and sewers, only to confront Jason one final time. Here's the back. Yeah, see, it's a stinker. It really is. It's not a good movie. It's definitely one of the lower tier ones. Like, again, I'll show a tier list at the end after I show this last kill. But yeah, it's not good. But anyway, roll the kill.
Your best shot. Motherfucker.
It's such a fucking stupid kill. It's so fucking stupid. Cause like, there's no music, no nothing. It's just him, bam, bam, bam. Thinking, oh yeah, little ass me, I can take on 7 foot tall. We've already established in part 6 that regular fighting shit and guns don't really fucking work against this guy. We've established guns don't work. And this motherfucker's going to punching. He's going the Belmont route from Castlevania. Just, alright, fuck it, bam, 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 bam. No music, you hear the weak ass punches landing against Jason. And he's just standing there unfazed, just, oh, okay, oh, shit, oh, alright, cool. Taking the fucking punches. And then dude gets weakened out, and so how does Jason respond? Bam! It is so stupid, his fucking head flying off and shit. Like, it's such a stupid scene, and then the head landing in a dumpster and the dumpster closing. It's so fucking stupid. lot of noises I'm hearing upstairs. The upstairs neighbor activity is crazy. But, it's so shit. It's so fucking stupid. Like, genuinely, it's so dumb. It's not even like, it's funny, but it's like, it's funny in a not good way. It's like I'm laughing at the movie, not with the movie. Like most of the other movies have corny sections. Like part 4 when he's getting stabbed. And he's going, he's killing me. That's funny, and I liked that. I laughed with that. That's good. That's good corny. Part 8 is just shit corny, where it just sucks. It's like actual corn on the cob coming out of your asshole kind of shit. It's like, alright, damn, this sucks. Like, it's just not good. Anyway, I want to end this, obviously, with a tier list, so I'll show my, my tier list I'm going to make. But I also want to say, obviously, all copyright information goes to the Friday the 13th franchise. All clips I used were from YouTube. Most of them have their copyright information on them. Other ones were from just random areas I could find. So, yeah. Eventually we'll watch the movies in my Discord, I think. Again, if you're not part of the Discord, add me, PotatoMan988, on Discord. I'll get you added to the server. But without further ado, let's get to the tier list, shall we? So, let me pull that up. Alright, so here's my comprehensive view of the movies, right? So, obviously there's 2 that I didn't have on VHS that I still put in here because I had to make a whole segment just for that shitter Part 9. Fuck Part 9. That one is ass. So fucking ass. So let's start there. F tier, the lowest tier, Part 9. Jason from Hell, whatever the fuck it is, dude. I hated it. I watched it once and I said, this shit is buns. Couldn't watch it again. I don't even think I finished it, really. It's just ass. So then moving up a tier, in D tier, we have Jason Takes Manhattan. It's a shitter, but it's definitely not as bad as fucking Part 9. That one sucked. Like, I don't think anything can really compare to that shit value of Part 9. So in a tier above that, I have Part 1 and Part 5. They're tied. I really can't put one above the other. Like, they're both good movies that you should watch. Obviously, Part 1 you should watch just because it's the first part of the Friday the 13th series. But, you know, they're not really... I don't think Part 1 or Part 5 are really important to the story. Not a lot happens that's important to know. Like, all you should know about Part 1 is that Jason's mom was the killer. And that Jason's mom dying is what triggers Jason Voorhees to do the killing. All you need to know about Part 5 is that Tommy was in a nut house. And that's it. That's really all you need to know from each movie. You don't need to watch the movies. You just have to know those things, and then you can watch the rest of them. So they're not really necessary movies. You should just know the premise for them, and then you can watch the rest of them. I think you should still watch the movies, but you don't have to. Now, moving up a tier, in B tier, is Friday the 13th Part 2. Friday the 13th Part 2 is very good. It's definitely not as good as like the rest of them, but it's a very good movie. And I think if you're looking for like pure killer slasher 80s fashion shit, it's great. Phenomenal movie. I don't think it has any like the phenomenal kills that like the other movies have, but it definitely has some good ones. Moving up a tier to A tier, in the lowest of A tier, I have Jason X. Jason X is one of the ones I didn't talk about much. It's a bit of a newer one. I love the movie. It's so fucking stupid, and I love it. Jason X, they basically shoot Jason into... It's like the future. It's in the future. And they shoot Jason into space. And so it's him killing people in space on a spaceship. It's so dumb. It's the shittiest, most fucking lame concept. It's great. I love it. That's definitely, you should watch part 10 or Jason X. You should watch it. It's so bad. It's so good. Above that, though, is Part 3. Part 3, I think anybody that is wanting to watch Friday the 13th, you should watch Part 3. Because that's where you get the iconic mask. You get a lot of the iconic kills from Part 3. That's where like a lot of the main streamline Friday the 13th shit comes from, is from part 3. The storyline is great, the kills are great, the looks are great, everything's great about part 3. It's a great movie if you're looking for just like run of the mill action. Part 4 is above that though, in my opinion. I like part 4 mostly just because I saw part 4 in theaters, so it's cool to see it on the big screen and remember that. But part 4 I think has a bit more storyline to it, and I like Tommy's character a lot. Again, the ending is really cheesy, but it's 80s fashion, so it's like you understand that, and it's, you know, it makes sense. I also just like the actor that plays Tommy, because he's in a lot of other movies that I really love. Like, for instance, Lost Boys, he's in that, and I love The Lost Boys. That's such a fucking good movie. If you haven't seen Lost Boys, you should go see that. But yeah, I think part 4 has some of the really good kills as well. Pretty much all of them have really good kills. But part 4 has a few memorable ones that I really like. But especially, like, whenever I think of Friday the 13th kills, I almost always think about that one that I showed in the clip where he's, like, getting stabbed in the basement. He's like, "Ah, he's killing me! He's killing me!" It's so good. It's such a good kill. It's so good. And then, moving up a tier to S tier. These are the 2 best movies. On the lower end of the S tier, I have Part 7. I love the storyline of Part 7. I love the looks of Part 7. Like, the Jason design for Part 7 is so cool. The soundtrack is really good for Part 7. But it would be my favorite if Part 6 didn't exist. I should have made a tier for Part 6 just for itself. Part 6 is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Part 6. I've watched that movie like 5 or 6 fucking times. It is so good. Like, every time I'm having a really bad day, pop that fucking tape in. So good. Soundtrack, phenomenal. Alice Cooper. Doesn't get much more 80s than that. Love Alice Cooper. The kills are phenomenal. The storyline is actually really fucking good for Part 6. They need to bring Part 6 back to the theaters, because I would go see that in a fucking heartbeat. I would spend like $300 to go see that in the theaters again. I fucking love Part 6. It's so good. So if you're looking for a really good Friday the 13th movie to watch, and you don't really care much about like knowing much of the story, you're just looking for a fun, classic old horror movie, you know the mainline shit about Jason Voorhees, you just want to see him kill people, watch Part 6. It's so good. It'll suck you in with the storyline. The actors are phenomenal in it. And it's just overall, it's such a good movie. So yeah, that's my list for the Friday the 13th movies. Again, all copyrights for the clips go to the movies in specific, you know, part 1 through 8. Yeah, hopefully, obviously I'll be posting a video later on this week as well. I'm not going to do another movie review. I'll probably do a game review or like a system review, because I have a lot of retro systems as well. But I still want to do more movie reviews. They won't be as long as this one. This one was long because I have a lot of Friday the 13th movies on VHS. It's my favorite series of all time is Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th. But yeah, so whenever I post another movie review, obviously you guys will see it. It'll only be like 20 minutes or not even. This one is just longer because I have so many movies to talk about. So thank you guys for listening to me for this whole time. I know I yap a lot, but I love Friday the 13th. I could talk about Friday the 13th for hours. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for everything. Again, you need to get into the Discord server. Add me at PotatoMan988. I'll get you in. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe really helps me out. Yeah, catch my live stream. I'll be doing it on Valentine's Day, so I'll be here for you guys on Valentine's. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.